old movies where you've got the countdown, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm going to blast off in some ways. I thought I would meditate a little bit through this talk today and possibly answer any questions. I know you've left me some questions. It is absolutely freezing in South Australia. It is bone painfully freezing, really freezing. It is challenging to relax when it's so cold. And it's interesting, hi Shari, it's interesting how many of you are really hot. Oh, Chidma. Yes, of course I remember you. I miss you, Chidma. Wow, isn't that amazing? And you know, Chidma, you know what my life has been going through. I am living in South Australia now. I was in Victoria and I was working with Chidma, who was in the chat. I hope you are well, and I hope family and children are well. Yeah. If you are watching me, well, of course you're watching me, take this time to soften your heart. Australia, well, I'm from Australia, so it's almost all I know. I've done quite a bit of travelling. I love Australia because my family's here. My sister, most of them are in Victoria. So, yeah, I love Australia. I've travelled to many places, so I find Australia is what I call home. I mean, there's other beautiful, I loved living in Cyprus, visiting Cyprus. I loved Greece, London, Argentina, but Australia's my home. Thank you, Lotus of Life. Thank you for your kind message, Lotus of Life. As I say in other lives, I find it interesting because I see your message for a second, like whoop, and then it's gone. And sometimes the messages they're all lovely, but sometimes someone may say a family member died, or they're going through estrangement, or they're going through loss. And it's like I've got a thought in my mind of something I'm going to talk about. And then I see someone suffering profound loss and I go, oh, I'm sorry you've lost. And then go back to what I'm thinking. And it's kind of really, oh, the Opera House. Yes, the bugs are really bad. I went to the Opera House recently to visit my cousins. When I say my cousins, Lorna and Janine, they are the wives of my actual cousins. I'm so cold. I've turned the heater off so that the noise doesn't bother you. I'm freezing. Yeah, I love Sydney. I find Sydney a little bit fast. It's very, oh, I'm going to do that, aren't I? I'm going to keep yawning. It's the cold. Sydney is very London. If you've been to London, Sydney is very fast, very frenetic, beautiful. I wouldn't want to call it unfriendly because I've enjoyed my time there and I love to visit there. But I think the greater the population, sometimes the greater the isolation. And the more sparse the population, sometimes there's a greater sense of community, don't you think? One of you asked me what my 3 favourite animals are, and I don't have 3 favourites. Maybe that's a question we all... I'm going to keep yawning. I am freezing and very, very cold at night. I don't have favourite animals. I guess I love horses. I love cats. I love dogs. I love the beauty of all wild animals. So I love kangaroos. Yeah, I love kangaroos. They kind of look so interesting, don't they? Because they've got these massive, big legs, back legs, like massive, as if someone's drawn an animal and kind of gone a little bit berserk halfway through. So they've got these Tyrannosaurus Rex front feet and these big, massive feet, as if they're an artist and they went, whoops, and slipped with their pen. Their legs are so big, and they're not necessarily friendly. They can be friendly, but they can be really nasty. Thick socks. I've got woolly slippers, lamb's wool slippers. They're called Uggs, and they're very warm. While we are sitting in this space, try and use this time also. I thought I would do this to relax and have a sense of self. Someone asked me recently, how can I stay so calm? I do hope you realise that I choose to be calm for these videos, and I'm very human with sticky emotions and intensity. And I think if we think anyone is not like that, then we are possibly misguided. We are all human, all prone to ego, all prone to loneliness. Larry, who leaves messages fairly regularly, hi Larry, in my chat down below, says that he's not, I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Oh, sorry. It's like when I go on video, suddenly I'm yawning and sneezing. Larry said that he doesn't necessarily advocate that we are a herd animal. Being somebody who studied anthropology, yes, I do believe we're a herd animal. I think that certain individuals can resist that herd mentality, but it is a biological function. So I find Larry's comments, you can read below my emails, are very intelligent. But Larry, I think that we are herd animals, and we can fight that urge, and we can reinforce who we are as an individual, and we can continue to practice individuality and a sense of separate selfness. Separate selfness, I like that. But I think we are herd animals. Oops, I just missed that. Hey, Nancy. Okay, I just missed a comment there. So if you're joining, take this time to relax, let go, and just be in the moment. All prior moments are finished. All prior moments only exist in the eye of our mind. We choose to take those prior moments, and if we want to, we can become those prior moments, but we don't have to. Thank you. Oh yes, we're all yawning now, Miss Heather. I'm hopeless. Oh. I think it's interesting, the concept of being present also, because is it logical or possible to be present? Because the moment we're aware of a moment, it's gone, and our understanding of the moment is only possible through the learnings of the past. So, although we aim to be present, is it possible? There's a topic to discuss. I would say that we aim to be in the present, and that gives us honour. However, we are only ever going to be a process of the way we choose to internalise our past. We're like this incredible, complex computer that chooses memories and experiences and attachments and kind of makes them into a beautiful coat. And the coat has relationships and memories and childhood experiences, and then we put on the coat, and that's us. Yeah, I find, my shorts, as in my Instagram shorts or my YouTube shorts. Sometimes someone will criticize one of my shorts, and I think it's interesting because short form content is very contemporary at the moment. But it's like we're trying to turn into fish. We're trying to teach our brains that a short form piece of content can kind of encapsulate an exciting, amazing, complex human being, or give us the answer to a complex issue. Shorts are there to be motivational, inspiring, but they are not the answer. They are not the answer. This is quite relaxing today. For many of you, it's quite early. I think it's about 6 o'clock in America, and a vast majority of my viewership is American. Perhaps you can share this with one person and share the sentiment of this video with one person. With my lives, if you have a question, I will answer it in another live. And I do read your comments. I really like to answer in depth to your questions, but there are so many, it's literally impossible to answer them. Let's take this time to relax. Slow your body down. Take the coat, the amazing, beautiful coat of your past, take it off and place it beside you for this time. For this time will be our raw, unadulterated self. And focus on the separation between the concept of I and the concept of think, and the concept of I and the concept of feel, and the concept of I and the concept of experiencing ego, and the concept of I and honouring our humility. 9:20, Nancy. Oh goodness, so I have got the time a little bit wrong. I thought it was more like 6 o'clock. I'm so cold. I don't know how long I'll last, but I thought I would just have a little meditate, a little, would you call it improv? I'm going to sneeze again. I'm allergic to the cats, but what do? I keep hugging them, so I'm perpetually sneezing. Yes, this is sort of like an improv impulsive meditation practice. And isn't life just a practice? In some ways, life is a practice for death. There is a channel I watch. It's an ALS channel. The character is Brooke. I don't know if you've seen it, and it's Brooke's journey into ALS. And she's funny, and she's interesting, and she tells a great narrative. And it's so grounding to watch her in her journey slowly lose her mobility. Whenever I feel a level of petulance or humanity or selfishness or sticky, intense feelings, I go and look at Brooke and I think, wow, Brooke, you're amazing, you're incredible, and I have a lot to learn. The companion of death is a wisening companion. It's very grounding. Hey, Miss Heather. Feels like 9. It feels like 9 here, actually. So I didn't sleep that well yesterday. Peace, love and harmony from the heart. The Jamaicans are wise, aren't they? I've known a few Jamaicans. I was friendly with a Jamaican when I lived in Greece. And also I worked with several Jamaicans when I worked for a mental health and disability service in Victoria, and they were hardworking, wise, and had a strong sense of community. And I worked with Jamaicans when I worked in a penitentiary as well. And they had tough lives, and they demonstrated the ability to rise above. Oops, I just dropped something. Many kind souls. I find kindness is interesting, Lotus of Life, because kindness is a practice. I think if any of us think we are kind, then we need to reflect. I think all of us have that selfish ickiness, that sense of me, that being prone to being a victim. And for us to see kindness as a practice is really important. Hey, Max Barker. Max Barker, lovely to see you. This is a nice relaxed live and you get to see me yawn continuously. Oh. As you watch, relax, reflect, be in the moment and recognize the separation between I and feel and I and think. And we're also exploring the practice of kindness. That kindness is not a journey where we reach the finish line. There's no finish line of kindness. We are all prone to acts and actions, behaviours that are less kind rather than more kind. I certainly know that I'm quite prone to humanity myself. And it is this community that keeps me or helps to keep me grounded. I'm constantly learning. It's quiet here and freezing. I'll need to finish up soon because I am freezing. I'm completely freezing and the heater is too noisy. If you want to ask questions, please do so below for future lives. Please share these with others. They're a lovely way for us just to sit, have a cup of coffee, allow the time to pass. And the good thing about lives, because they're improvised, when you watch one later, you still get that feeling of I'm here, you're here, I'm not prepared, I'm making this up as I go along rather than chopping and editing it for performance. The performance here is raw and somewhat brutal, which is a little bit like life, isn't it? I had a comment, when was it, 2 days ago? Somebody put a comment on my YouTube saying, and I could see it was someone that knows somebody I know, which is interesting too. And they said, you're getting too old, dear, or something, or you're a bit old or something, dear. And I thought it was interesting that we use these words in order to attempt to hurt. But why is age an insult? And if somebody thinks age is an insult, then aren't they talking about themselves? And the thing about age, the older you get, you can say, I've lived a longer life. Woohoo! I've lived a longer life. Yay! I've had more experiences than you. It's not a competition, I get it. But I think when I get negative comments on YouTube, it used to be really, really, really affect me. And this one actually did touch my heart a little bit. And then that gave me the opportunity to say, oh, that's interesting. I noticed that comment. What do I have to work on in my life so that comments which are really about that person's issues, that person's lack of breadth, that person's lack of ability to practice kindness, why am I letting that affect me? Yeah, it was a male. It was a male, I presume it's a male, that it looked highly likely that knows somebody from my past because of the photos and the account photo. But it's interesting. I find these experiences to be like gifts because I think, oh yeah, I'm starting to mature. You know, I say at age 60, oh, I'm starting to mature. And then something like that happens. I go, yep, I need to meditate more. Aren't we just children in adult skin? I don't know how old you are, but turning 60, I just feel like I'm 18. And I think, who is that person in the mirror? What happened there? It's like I went to sleep and woke up looking different. But it's interesting when you're older. I think it's like a sharp pebble that is on the edge of the shore. And over time, that sharp pebble is softened and smoothed out by the waves of life. Or that's the hope anyway. I have a very slight cold as well. I've said earlier, please share this with a friend. These are lovely opportunities for us to relax. They are improvised, which means that there's no preparation to these. So you get the raw, unadulterated feeling of community. And also with these, it's something if you look back later. Thank you, Miss Heather. Yes, I generally do record them in one sitting, but I throw out a lot of them because I feel that I'm not comfortable with them. So I'll sit and I'll meditate for a while before I start. And sometimes I can't get into that space, sometimes a little bit too ants in my pants. So then I'll throw that away. You are welcome, Bluebird Tarot. You are absolutely welcome. It's interesting, isn't it, the evolution of content. The first ones were so raw, and some of those where my actual person was in it. And I look at it, and it's weird because I look at myself and I'm much younger, but I know that person lacks confidence. And when I was younger, I would put makeup on and try and do my hair and want to be liked by YouTube. And of course, we continue to do that. I don't think it's reasonable to say that we no longer seek approval. But as we get older, we can recognize our need to seek approval and try and temper it. I think anyone that says that they don't seek approval and they never people please, I don't know, I think they're not being truly real with themselves. We are all social animals. We all want to belong. We all want to belong. I'm stumbling over my words because my lips are so cold in this cold. If you look at my short, as in my short form content today, you can see the fog outside, which is just amazing, really amazing today. We are using this live today just to relax. Roll your shoulders back, draw your shoulders down, lengthen your neck, soften your face, soften your jaw, your throat, broaden your rib cage. Bring a sense of grounding to your arms. Notice your fingers, let them go. Soften your belly, legs, toes. And feel a sense of an energy of forgiveness and allow this to radiate through your body. Allow the sense of forgiveness to radiate through your body, and then off the back, piggybacking off the forgiveness, bring in a wave of kindness on top of the forgiveness, and piggyback the kindness and forgiveness. And then off the back of that rolling wave, bring in compassion. Bring in that compassion, forgiveness, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, kindness, and compassion. And then honour our limitations with confidence, kindness, and compassion, because we all have kind of a cliffhanger there. We all have a point that we go, oh, I don't feel kind about that person. Oh, I find it hard to feel compassion about them. Let's honour that. Let's recognise that and attempt to soften it. Each of us, all of us. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let's lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders back, soften the face. It'll be okay. Soften the face, draw the shoulders back, broaden the rib cage. I will be okay. Say to yourself, I internalize internalize, internalize and eternalize the words, I'm okay, I am okay. I'm trying to speak and my mouth is falling over the words because I'm so cold. Relax the body, I'm okay. Relax the body, I am okay. See the separation between I am and okay. You are welcome, Miss Heather. Thank you for joining us. The pleasure is mine. Please share this video. It's a lovely opportunity for us to sit down with a cup of coffee and feel. Really, we're very good at this virtual feeling, this virtual get together and feeling, because I am now in this moment. This is unedited. This is real. There is no pretense. There's no script. I'm okay. You are okay, Bluebird Tarot. You are okay. I am okay. And also honouring the I as a separate concept, the am, the being, and okay. I love the softness of okay. I love that softness, that vitality. It's not asking too much as in euphoria. It's not melancholy. It's okay. I cope. I'm resilient. Life isn't perfect, but I'm okay. I'm going to let you go there. Thanks for joining me. Please share this. Encourage others to subscribe so we can be a practicing kindness community. Take care.